Good morning, my name is Josh Edwards. I'm a sales and marketing rep here at OSM Websites. And today I want to talk to you about why just having a website isn't good enough. I run into different organizations and businesses all the time, and sometimes this might fit your description. You might be the business that says, I don't even know much about websites and what the whole point is. All I know is that my competitors have websites and it seems to be doing something for them. So I should probably have one. So, you go ahead and you get your website, and then you find, well, I'm not really ranking with my competitors. In fact, I can't really find myself. In fact, the only time people go to my website is when I actually say, hey, click www. whatever your domain name is. So there's that group of people, and then there's the group of people that think, oh, well, I'm using a keyword in my domain name. So smart. So I actually don't have to do any work at all. I could set up my website. I have my domain name with that, special keyword that I know I'm going to rank for, and I'm good to go. I'm off to the races. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but you could not be so wrong to think that. There's so much more that goes into having a website than just, saying that you have some sort of credibility online. But what's the point, really, if nobody can find you, and it's not generating any sales for your business? To me, I think there's no point in having a website if that's not one of your goals. So I'm going to get into a few things that, if you're somebody that's thinking about having a website, or you have a website that's not doing much for you, here's your chance to analyze what you currently have, and maybe it's time for some improvement. Alright, so let's get into it. Number one, I don't run into this that often, but there are the occasional individuals I run into that don't have a Google My Business profile set up. This is so important because this tells Google, okay, this is my service. These are the services that I offer as a business. This is the service area that I serve. These are my hours. This is my address. You need a Google business account to show Google who the heck you are and where the heck you are. And if you don't have that, you might as well say, goodbye to the thought of even having a website, because it's not going to do you any good. Even for people that don't have a physical address, you can also put in, okay, these are the areas that I service, or this is the region of which my services kind of reach to. So there's that option as well. But very, very important to have a Google My Business profile set up. It lets people know what you do, where you are if you want to be found, if you're a physical business location, or the areas you service if you're a real estate agent and you're kind of all over the place but you work from home. So that being said, that's the first thing you definitely want to have. Second thing is, you want to be able to track what kind of traffic is coming to your website. How many site visitors are you getting on a day-to-day basis, month to month, year to year? That information is pretty important, I think, to know, because if you're having a website, wouldn't you like to know how many hits it's actually getting? And when you know that information, it kind of helps you to decide, okay, well, my website's not performing the way I would like it to, or maybe it's doing great. But if you're not doing any of the things that I've suggested so far, it's probably not. So, and another thing I will mention too as well. Also, you might see that, okay, well, my competitors are doing something that I'm not doing. Maybe I should take a look into that. It's funny because everybody's crazy when they start going on social media for their business before all their other competitors do. They're the crazy business, right? You look at them and you're like, it's such a waste of time. Then a year later, you're realizing, wow, they've built up a following. They have people giving them feedback on their services and ways that they can improve online, and they're reaching an entirely different audience. It's almost like a community of supporters for your business. And then you start to think to yourself, well, maybe I don't know too much about social media or social sharing, but I should maybe explore that option. So here's the thing that I would say. If you have a website, definitely, if you're involved in your community, if you have a product that you think that everybody should have, if you're the type of business that's like, man, I'm here to help, and this is why I think it would be helpful for you to take part of the services that I have to offer. Social sharing is like the next level of communication. It's all about getting out there, communicating, having an online presence, and here's the number one thing that you want to do. Here's the goal. You want to give everybody online the perception that you are the expert in your field. It's as simple as that. No more, no less. You want to be the expert. And social sharing is a great way to do that. That's blogging, that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever way you think you can reach your audience, explore those options. But you have to have a plan. Always good to have a plan if you're going to get into social media. But hey, it's the same thing with a website. You better have a plan before you go into having a website, because it's like, okay, if you're kind of just dipping your feet into the water but you're not going all the way in, that kind of reminds me of people that they're getting a website but they don't really know what they're getting into. Make a plan. And if you have no idea how to make a plan, talk to a company that does have an idea. Talk to a company that's going to say, okay, well, let's first analyze if you need a website. Maybe you don't. But if you do, let's do it in a way that it's going to work for you. Anyway, my name is Josh Edwards. I'm signing out. Have a great Thursday.